Black people, as much as you hate to hear it, we got to do better. I don't understand why we keep running in a circle. I don't understand why we keep pointing the finger at other people and we never take accountability for our actions. You get mad when the white man say it. You get mad when any other race says it. And now you mad when your own people say it? Come on now. Something got to give. Black fatigue is a real thing. We have to do better. Everybody wants to say, well, that person doesn't do it and that race doesn't do it. And what are they doing? Stop worrying about everybody else. We don't know how to work together. We don't know how to build each other up. So how can you expect to change? You know, more and more Black people are starting to speak up. They're starting to speak up on the community. And I don't blame us because we tired. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that there's a huge difference between regular Black folk and ninjas. Let me break it down for you.
For a very long time, Black creators have been all over the internet, all over social media, trying to defend what they term as blackness. And sometimes it's not even something good. Sometimes they are defending ill and evil acts by Black people. They are defending Black indiscipline. They are defending ratchetness. They are defending false accusations of racism. They are defending double standards. But recently, I've seen a change. More Black creators are waking up and more Black creators are getting on social media and using their platforms to call out the Black community, because for a very long time Black people have kind of been immune to correction. They have kind of been immune to being called out, because whenever a person from another race calls Black people out, that person is termed as racist. And whenever a Black person is found in a problem or found in a case where he is indisciplined or he's misbehaving, then they simply use racism as an excuse. They simply pull out the racism card. And funny enough, it works all the time. Well, there's been a change to that, and in this video we'll be talking about that. More Black creators are getting to the internet and more Black people are now accepting that Black people indeed have a problem and we need to fix that problem. Now in this video we'll be watching Black people accepting the fact that they have a problem. We'll be watching Black people accepting the fact that we have a problem, and it's not a problem with our creation, it's a problem with morality, a problem with our culture, a problem with our mindset. We'll be watching all that. Now, without wasting any time, let's just sit back and watch Black people admit to the fact that we have a problem. As usual, I am your presenter, Kachina, and I love my Black people to the extent that I tell them the truth the way it is. And please, I would want you to watch the videos with a keen eye, and please tell me your opinions, because I'd really want to know what you think about all these videos and about all that's happening right now on the internet.
Black people have not done anything in the last 20 years of any significance. The only thing that we can bring up is that we've elected a Black president. We put more time and energy proving to white people that we've done something, that we missed the point of proving to ourselves that we can do something. We spend more time complaining about what we don't have or what we didn't have 50 years ago than investing into the time of building the things that we need today. We buy what we want and we beg for what the fuck we need in the Black community.
You know, another one of the reasons that everybody has Black fatigue is that Black people do not stop complaining. They never stop complaining, yet at the same time, they want to talk about how many degrees that they have and how successful they are, etc. So how can you be this successful and have all these degrees and apparently be making all this money, but yet still be complaining all the time and still being a victim of racism all the time? The fact is that in America right now, we have the highest concentration of Black millionaires than we've ever had in the history of this country, and yet people still complain. And one of the reasons is that a lot of these Black millionaires that have been created in the media world have literally built their entire brands on whining about racism. And if you built an entire brand that goes for the better part of a decade plus, and all you do is whine about racism, it's all you're ever going to be able to do. And everybody is sick and tired of it. Why do I never see any Black people talking about entrepreneurship? Why do I never see any Black people talking about building businesses and making money, or talking about finance, or talking about how to trade stocks and bonds, etc.? All Black people do when they get a media platform is whine about racism and get media companies to pay them to whine about racism and get people paid to put them on panels so that they can whine about racism. Everybody is so tired of it. That's why they have Black fatigue.
Black people are causing chaos all over the world. We're causing a menace. In Europe, black people are the problem. In America, black people are the problem. Even in Africa, black people are the problem. If anything, Africa's greatest problem is that it's full of black people.
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote-unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that, because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is, the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white, when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are black who do and can have black fatigue, because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate is here in 2025, now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those negative aspects, those negative individuals in the black community attracting all this attention. That's what is spurring this black fatigue. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And until we turn inward and address the issues in our own communities, I fear that this is only going to continue and get worse. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want to have us against each other instead of us against those who are really pulling the strings in the background.
The black man has a problem of morality, a problem of character, a problem of mindset, the way we carry and the way we conduct ourselves. But nobody's ready to have that conversation. Each and every time the black person is corrected, mostly they resolve to using the racism card and just play the victim instead of taking accountability. If anything, amongst the black community, there's nothing as accountability, totally no accountability. And most times, black people just don't want to be held accountable for their bad actions. They are always playing the victim. I mean, not all black people, definitely. But that does not excuse the fact that most of us choose not to be held accountable. Most of us choose to get away with most of our bad behaviors. Most black creators choose to use their platforms as channels whereby they just showcase how black people have been victimized, choosing to showcase how black people are being suppressed and oppressed, choosing to bring out all the empathy there is in this world. But it's high time that black creators should wake up. What's on my lip? Oh, I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's high time that black creators start using their platforms to kind of air the real situation, call out black people, not just show the problem with whiteness, but also show black people their problems or the things that they can do so as to change. I believe that change will not just be achieved by soiling white people's names and soiling white people's pictures and images. If anything, change will be achieved by black people holding ourselves accountable, black people calling each other out for the bad things that we do. And looking at things right now, I'd say that I am really happy with the way people are kind of evolving. Our black creators are kind of accepting the fact that the black man has a problem. No man is perfect, but hiding the problem or just sweeping the problem under the carpet, it won't solve anything. If anything, we need to hold ourselves accountable. We need to start calling each other out, and that way we will grow. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Please tell me what you think about this. Tell me what your opinion is concerning this topic, and I will be really glad to read your comments. I believe these are topic that needs to have this conversation. I understand it's an uncomfortable conversation, but I believe change will only occur as soon as we have these uncomfortable conversations. And I believe these kind of videos are the ones that will spark that debate. So without wasting any time, please let me know what you think, and if at all this video spoke to your soul, or if at all you found the video interesting, please give it a thumbs up, and that way you'll enable the video to reach more people. And also please consider supporting this channel by subscribing, because these are the kind of videos that I upload on this channel, and I do upload them on a daily basis. And I do this because I love everybody. I love people of all cultures, all societies, and all races. I do this out of love. Otherwise, I hope to be seeing you in the next video. Peace.